Alright guys, this video is about the next son of Shem. We already did Shayla, or Sala, Isala, Fiji. Isala, also known as Yuhu. There's a surname in Fiji called Ahu, Uhu, Takwi people wear the headdress Isala, which represents their tradition, which is Shayla, Sala. EBER is the next son we're doing. EBER. EBER. Hebrew. Don't know what that says, but EBER. Romanized. EBER. Biblical. You know what? Let me stop being. It's not lazy, but like, let me go. I keep forgetting. I got the E sword with me, so let's go to the E sword. All right, so just type EBER. Why do I always forget? Okay, EBER. That's not a good sign if I keep forgetting. HB5677. EBER. ABIR. That's how you pronounce it. ABIR. EBER. Romanized ABIR. ABIR. Is an ancestor of the Ishmaelites and the Israelites according to the generations of Noah in the book of Genesis and the books of the Chronicles. Right. So, I don't know why they don't say the... Wait, never mind. Okay. Eber was a great-grandson of Noah's son, Shem, and the father of Peleg, born when Eber was 34 years old, and of Joktan. He was the son of Shelah, a distinct ancestor of Abraham. According to the Hebrew Bible, Eber died at the age of 464. In the Septuagint, the name is written as Heber, Eber, and his father is called Salah. His son is called Phalek, born when Heber was 34 years old, and he has other sons and daughters. Hebrew, right, lived to an age of, oh my gosh, 464. That means, I know what it means, but what, that's a long, that's a long time. They must have been on that wormwood since they were born. That's one thing I can think of. Obviously, they had the food laws better too. They didn't have internet, but here's But let's get to the next part. So we're gonna have to put this in parts, cause All right. So first, we're gonna do the name Eber. So when you type the name Eber, right, you get the ABIRA tribe. The ABIRA were a legendary ancient Indo-Aryan pastoral and martial community widely mentioned in Indian epics. The Mahabharata. Let's go ahead and see how this word is pronounced, so we can pronounce it in the correct way. All right, let's see.
Mahabharata. Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Mahabharata. Mahabharata.
Mahabharata. Mahabharata. Mahabharata. We got it. Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Right, I'm still not going to remember, but let's go back. Puranas. Historically located in western India, not Africa. Gujarat and the Deccan. They were transitioned from nomadic herdsmen to ruling dynasties. They are considered the ancestors of the modern ABIR Yadav community. We got to read this part. The key aspects of the ABHIRA tribe. Origin and location often associated with the lower Indus Valley and the Saraswati River, Gujarat. Some theories suggest an indigenous or Proto-Dravidian origin, while others suggest a foreign background. So, the theory that they're indigenous is true, because that's where Abraham was, or EBER, or ABIRA, right? However, the foreign is the people that are there now. They're not. They that say that they are Shem or Jews, or they're not. They are the foreign background, but the group was there. It's just these people that are there, they don't belong to the area. Role in history: described as a ferocious warriors and cattle keepers. They are mentioned as a distinct community in Panjali's Mahabharata. Yeah, all the racists that are watching thinking I can't read, right? I want you to pronounce this word since I can't say it because I have melanin that helps me, not get skin cancer. Okay, let me be quiet. ABIHIRA dynasty, a powerful we're gonna read about that too. ABIHIRA dynasty, basically that's white supremacy, right? White supremacy is that we can be outside all day and say we're better than every other race, right? A powerful ABIHIRA dynasty, likely emerging after the Satavahanas ruled the western Deccan from roughly 203 to 370 CE. Alright. So we're going to read this. We're going to go to the ABIHIRA dynasty. The ABIHIRA dynasty was a dynasty that ruled over the western Deccan, where it perhaps succeeded the Satavahana dynasty. What in the world is that? Wow. I got to put that on there. This might be the thumbnail. Why they got a face of a Negro? Like, y'all, this is a Negro. Y'all see that, right? Curly hair. I mean, his nose kind of hooked, but I mean, don't Bill Cosby's nose like that? That look like a Edomite eye. And those are full lips. So, I think we just found jackpot right there. This might be for another video because I don't make this one too long. We'll read about this too. No, we're not going to read about that. All right. ABIHIRA dynasty But just remember, guys. This dynasty called the ABIHIRA dynasty. Remember, ABIRA is just another way of saying ABIR. ABIR with an A, right? And have an H there. And they ruled over a dynasty that, like, I don't know what this, not racist. The racists, right? Y'all can get on me now. The racists, y'all can get on me now because I don't know. I know what the word succeed means, but I don't know what they're referring to when they're saying that it succeeded that dynasty. So racists, you all got me. All the whites that call themselves Europeans, even though, you guys, even though there were white slaves in Europe, and then also there's y'all's ancestors come from Asia too. The Mahajajapit Empire, even though I'm a retard, right? I'm a retard. A lot of y'all don't even know that y'all come from Mahajapit Empire. Y'all don't even know that. I was in a stream, and this YouTuber who's white, I told him about it, and I think I posted it. He was like, "Wow, he never knew that." Right? Right? So, yeah. But succeeded I don't know what they mean by succeeded the Satavahana. I don't know what that means. The reason this is important, because while we researched the ABIHIRA dynasty, we just found out, like from just putting our the click sign on it, there's a Negro right there. You can't tell me that is not a Negro. It could be a Hindu, but I mean, So yeah. Origin. So let me hold up. We'll just We'll do this. What does it mean when a dynasty succeeds over the other? Okay, let's just do this. We'll do ABHIRA dynasty versus, what is it? I can't say the word. I cannot say the word, bruh. I don't speak. I mean, I wish. See, look, y'all. I wish I was perfect like the AI. I wish. I. I didn't grow up reading all this stuff. I didn't. I mean, I studied the history of India in school, but they give it a Christianity type version. They don't give it the real version, right? That's another thing. When you go by Christianity, you get the lies. When you go by the real God, you end up finding all this stuff, and you end up getting the truth. The ABIR dynasty succeeded. What does that mean? What does that mean? Somebody comment, tell me what that means. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, there it is. So basically, all right, I got it now. So the ABIRA dynasty, and the reason I'm talking about this because there's a comment that said I couldn't read. I know it wasn't a black dude or Negro. So if he's watching this video, you're right, bro. I can't read. But yeah, I'm being sarcastic, but or I'm not being sarcastic, ha ha ha. But so it says where it perhaps succeeded. So this mean this dynasty took over the Satavahana dynasty. We need to find out what this dynasty was. Cause you see that face? Y'all see that face, right? I mean, I want to pull up Bill Cosby, but Bill Cosby's lips ain't really like that. I know a friend that looks like him, but I'm trying to figure out what dude. Maybe Scottie Pippen? Nah. It's a lot of people. I mean, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Though often referenced in ancient Indian literature, the origin of the ABHIRAs is obscure. ABIRAs, whatever. According to the Mahabharata, I just pronounced this 5 times. Mahabharata. There we go. Mahabharata. The ABIRAs live near the seashore and on the bank of the Saraswati. Where do we know Saraswati is? What's that? Isn't that the wife of Abraham? The wife of Abraham? Right? A river in India called Sarah. Come on now. Called Sarah. Come on now. Swati River. Wife of Abraham in India. And they told you Middle East and Africa. A river near some math. I already knew about this. In Gujarat. I have no idea what the Gujarat is, but the Mahabhashaya of Panjala simply mentions them as a tribe distinct from the Shudras. The Purana texts associate the ABIRAs with Sara, Shricha, and Avanti. According to the Bhaksarina, the Gokula, the ABIRAs have been well known since epic times as a martial tribe. The Bhagavata calls the ABIRAs Saraswata and Avantaya rulers. And the Vishnu treats the ABIRAs as occupying the Surashtra and Avanti provinces. The Puranas claim that the imperial ABIRAs were the successors of the Savatanas. So they were the rulers. Even though you see that face, right? They were called the Anharavatras and mentioned as the successors of. So remember, that might be the thumbnail because, if you know, you know. But yeah. Alright. The Gunda inscription Sakayir. Right. We don't really have to read the rest of this part. You could read that on your own. But some people might be able to read this. The history of the ABIRs is shrouded in much obscurity. The ABIR dynasty was founded by Ishwarana. Right. The branch came to power after the demise of the Satavahanas. Right. I don't even know what this is we're talking about. In the Nasik region of Maharashtra, with the help consent of the Western Trapsakas. Can somebody help me find out who are these people? Because they got Negro face there. I mean, yeah, you can get a specific Hindu, but that's a Negro face. An ABIRA king is known to have sent embassy to Sassin and I can't say that word. ABIRA and later Brahmi script in the Allahabad pillar inscription. Right. But yeah. I think we need to read this part. Yeah, we need to read this part. We have to. Yeah, we don't need to read that. We can read this part. Another king claiming to be a son of Mathari, besides Ebera Isharwasena, is Sakansina. He is identified with Sakatarni, whose coins have been found over Andhra Pradesh, and is taken to be a Satavahana king and a successor of Yajana Sri Satakarni. However, K Corporation thinks that Sakasani was an ABIRA king. The name of Sakasina or Sakatarni does not occur in the Puranic genealogies of the Satavahana kings. He claimed to be the son of Mathari, the wife of ABIRA Sivadatta. The traditional title of Siri, which is found on most coins and inscriptions of the Satavahanas, is simply absent in the case of a ruler. Okay, so we don't got right. Okay, yeah, that's all we need to read. But the reason I wanted to use this is because they have the name ABIRA, right, is the SHEM genealogy of the word EBER, which ABIR, right? And they just literally added an H and an A, called it EBER, and they succeeded the Satavahana dynasty. And guess what they look like? Negroes. Now I don't know where this name come from. I don't know why they're called Satavahana, Andhra Bartos, but I mean I could be wrong about this. But that looks like a Negro. And just if you're just thinking about it, right? If you're thinking about it, I mean, if you think about this, right? You go back. This is, this dynasty is really the same as this one. Because this dynasty got taken down. But let's go to this map. I mean, it could not be different though. I'll Google why it might not be different. Why is it not showing the names now? It's not showing oh my gosh, it's embarrassing. It showed the name right there. Now it's not showing the names. Maybe it's two maps. Oh no, it's just one. Yeah, but it ain't showing the name. We have to zoom in. So you got the ABIRAs. That's EBER. I don't know where Savatonic. It's not showing the Savatonic. Or Savatana. That's what we're looking for. And then we go back to here, type in tribe today. They show Hamites, but it's just what I don't understand is there's a ABIRA dynasty, right? There's an ABIRA dynasty, but the ABIRA dynasty took over the Satavahana dynasty, and they're Negro looking. It could be a Hamite too, but that's a Negro. And you know, type in a tribe today, they show Hamite, so that's why the ABIRA might not be Negro, but they probably took over Negroes. So yeah, y'all. That's the ABIR part 1, right? This could be a failure, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's it.